YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Vontae, the one and only. And I want to touch on the topic about going through hard times, bro. When you go through hard times, it makes you a better person, bro. Because I had a hard time in my life before this year started. I remember so the car I had a Lexus IS 250 before I got the car I got now, right? At this time, this was in December of 2021. I think my alternator, it went out December 23rd. It was like the 21st or the 22nd. It was one of them two, bro. Cause I know I didn't have my car for Christmas. And bro, I think that was the most depressing Christmas I ever had. I ain't gonna lie, that was not a good Christmas, bro. It was terrible, bro. And that was my first foreign car. And I actually got my alternator fixed on that car one time back in June. And a month before June, that's when I graduated from high school. I spent $1,100 on some shoes. And that was dumb as hell of me to do. That was stupid, because me doing it cost me a month later when my alternator fucking went out. Cause I was getting the oil change, and I recognized my lights went out, and my lights starting to like go in and out. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, I know it ain't my battery, cause I just got a new battery in February, and I'm like, I'm finna get an oil change now. Excuse me. And people was like, nah. And I'm like, nah, it ain't your oil change, cause you still got some white oil in it. And I'm like, yeah, but it still needed change. I think it was like an extra 200 miles. And they was like, nah, it's your alternator. I'm like, my alternator? I'm like, oh man. So first thing go through my mind, I'm like, man, I already know this is gonna cost some money. But I'm like, I know a mechanic that can do it. I'm supposed to have my uncle do it, but I had somebody else do it, which that cost me. And in the same month, I had bought some new tires, and that was like $585. Then I paid the mechanic $350 to get my alternator fixed. But what cost me to get my alternator fixed again in December was because the alternator he bought didn't even fit my damn car. It wasn't even for my, well, it fitted, but it wasn't for my car. It wasn't the exact part for my car. Because everybody know that when you get these foreign cars, bro, you have to buy literally the exact thing for the car, because if you don't, it's gonna wear out soon, bro. Like, it's gonna wear out soon, because that didn't even last me like 5 months, bro. Like, that's how bad it was. I'm like, well, I say, yeah, 5 months. Like, that's how bad it was. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, bro, I just literally put a new alternator in this car, and I was really hoping it's the battery, because it would have been much cheaper. But I went to the dealership, Plaza Lexus in Creve Coeur. I had to pay, it was $1,000, but the man, I know that he was cool, so he brought it down to like $937. Bro, that hit my pockets bad, bro. And I let it hit my pockets bad because that Bentley hard as hell. I let it hit my pockets bad because I wasn't saving. I was not saving at all. And that was a hard time for me because I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't do shit, because I'm like, man, I just spent so much money getting this alternator fixed, and now I gotta, like, really, like, I can't do nothing. I can't go eat what I want, none of that. I gotta stay in the house. Even though I don't mind staying in the house, I like staying in the house, but I just couldn't do nothing. Because back in my mind, I'm like, bro, I ain't really got no money for real, and I still gotta keep my car note paid, my insurance paid. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And that was a hard time for me. I mean, people go through way rougher stuff, but that was a big eye-opener for me. Because you gotta be prepared for rainy days for sure, because every day ain't gonna be bright. God puts you through tests so you can realize what to do next time. Because if you don't learn from that, then you just gonna keep going through rough times. You just gonna keep going through rough times because you ain't learned your lesson the first time. Like, everybody got to go through a hard time, bro. Everybody, because it makes you a better person. You have to. If you don't go through hard times, your life is going to be shitty because you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what to do when you go through hard times. You're going to rely on somebody else to take care of things for you, and you cannot do that, bro. And my best advice on hard times, bro, save much money as you can, bro. Save much money as you can, because the money you spending now on BS that you blowing, you gonna need it. You gonna need it in the long run. I promise you. I promise you. I know y'all like, how the hell you talking like this? Like you ain't experienced too much. I experienced enough, bro. Trust me. I experienced some shit to where I'm like, damn, I wish I would have saved this much money, because this gonna cost me. And I'd experienced that plenty of times, bro. And plus, you need to save your money anyways, because if you work in a job, you know, they pay you good money for like doubles or triples. They can cut your hours anytime until they bring them back. You'll never know when they gonna bring them back. But you gotta save your money out here, bro. Trust me. It's gonna be times where you can spoil yourself and such, but you gotta have your money. You gotta have your money set up for stuff you gotta take care of, because that's what's most important, for sure. But with that being said, man, I want to tap in with y'all on that topic, because it's gonna be a hard time for you coming, bro. It's gonna be a hard time, and that's for everybody. With that being said, man, I'm finna make some more videos, and I'm finna chill, because my day, I get to chill today. I thought I was gonna have like a long day, but it turns out I actually don't. So that's a blessing, for real. And plus, I gotta study for my CDL. But I'm gonna tap in with y'all next video. Follow me on Instagram at AvantePrayer100, AVANTE.100, and I'll catch y'all later.